Hello again, my name's John. I'm a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest Christmas recipe. And in this one I'm going to be making these absolutely delicious sweet mincemeat pies. They're a massive tradition in our house, and it's estimated that there is a staggering 800 million mince pies consumed over the Christmas period in the UK alone. And once you taste them, you'll understand why. They are absolutely delicious and incredibly easy to make. You can view the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website. I'll leave a link in the description under the video, or you can click on the eye icon top right of the screen to take you directly to the recipe page. I'd also like to thank my Patreon, PayPal and Super Thanks supporters for their very kind help in producing these tutorial videos. I'll be giving you all a name splash and shout out a little later in the video. Okay, let's get on with today's recipe. Start by making the pastry. Add the flour to your food processor. If you don't have a machine, just blend all the ingredients together by hand. Now we can add the icing or powdered sugar. Next to go in is the orange zest. This gives the pastry a wonderful citrus flavour. Time to add the cold butter. It's important to have everything cold when making these pastries. So if you are making this by hand, work as quickly as possible. Now add the pinch of salt. But if you used salted butter, just skip this ingredient. Now pulse your mixture until you have a fine breadcrumb consistency. And if you're making the pastry by hand, quickly rub the ingredients together with your fingers. And I apologise now for my slightly strained voice. I'm still suffering with this horrible chest infection. Now set your machine away and drizzle in the beaten egg until it all comes together. And once again, if you're hand mixing, use a cold dinner knife to cut it all together. You'll know when it's done because it starts rolling around the machine. Now this only takes about 20 to 25 seconds. And that's it, the pastry's made. Using a processor is by far the best way to make pastry, and it's super quick and dead easy to do. Once your pastry is made, flatten it out, wrap it in cling film or parchment paper and refrigerate it for 15 minutes. And that's it, that's your pastry made. Okay, time to start rolling out the pastry. Once again, I'll be using my adjustable stainless steel rolling pin. I'll be fitting the 3mm or 1/8 guide for these mince pies. And these fantastic rolling pins are back in stock if you're interested, guys. And you'll also need a greased 12-cup tart or pie tin like this one. Lightly dust your bench with flour and get your pastry out of the fridge. It's been chilling for 15 minutes and it's perfect to start rolling it. Dust the pastry with a little flour too. Now simply roll it out as shown in the video. Just keep going until the guides hit the bench. You simply can't go wrong with these rolling pins. Flip the pastry over a few times while you're rolling to prevent it from sticking to the bench. And there you go, perfectly rolled out pastry every time with these rolling pins. For the bases of these pies, use a cutter that is larger than the tart tin size, like so. My tart mould is 7 cm, that's 2.7 inches, and the scallop cutter that I'll be using is 9 cm or 3.5 inches. Right, once the pastry's rolled out, you can start cutting out the circles. And while you're watching that, I should also clarify that these so-called mincemeat pies don't contain any meat. It used to back in the day. Now it's simply a mixture of fruits, nuts and spices, and is often referred to as sweet mincemeat pies. Once you go as far as you can with this cutter, fold all the scraps together. Then simply roll it out again. Now start cutting the lids. I need one more big one and the rest are the lid shapes. For the lids I'm using an assortment of Christmas shape cutters for mine. Right, I'll quickly cut those out. These shapes are not technically lids, they actually sit in the middle of the mince pie. Right, I'll have a quick clean up and then I'll start assembling these pies. Before going any further, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, that's 355 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 4. For convenience, I'm using a bought mincemeat filling, but if you want to make your own, follow my simple sweet mincemeat recipe in the description box below the video. Place the pie bases into the tins as shown. Now take a fork and prick each case 4 times. This is called docking the pastry. It just stops the pastry base from puffing up in the oven. Now spoon your mincemeat mixture into each base as shown. Each one should take about 1½ teaspoons. Now place these small lids in the middle of each pie. Now to give these lids some colour and shine, carefully give each lid a thin coat of egg wash. And that's all there is to making these mince pies. So, time to get them into the preheated oven. Once in, set your timer for 16 minutes. And while those are baking, I hope you don't mind if I give my 4 recipe books a quick shout out. The books have lots of our favourite recipes from our work kitchens in them. And also, book 4 in this series is totally dedicated to bread recipes. Also, the skeleton style oven gloves, now supporting our company name, are also available too. Just check out the link in the description box to our website store if you're interested in any of these items. Okay, time's up and these are done, so time to get them out. The aroma of the spices coming from these pies is amazing. And they're looking fantastic too, still bubbling away there. Now while they're still hot straight from the oven, using a spatula or an offset knife, remove them from the tins and onto a wire rack. This will allow the pastry to crisp up while it cools. And they're looking and smelling so appetising. I'll be back in a few minutes to give one a try. Right, it's been around 10 minutes, but there's one more step to do before testing them, and that's to give them a light dusting of icing or powdered sugar. Now these mince pies are at their very best at this point, still fresh from the oven and warm. Right, no messing, straight in for a big bite. And oh yes, absolutely delicious and worthy of a big thumbs up, guys. Right, now a quick word if I may. If I can shake this chesty flu, I'll do my very best to get another video in before Christmas. But if I can't, I would like to wish you all a fantastic Christmas, and I will get another one done before the new year. So, a very Merry Christmas everyone, and Happy Holidays from me and my family. And as promised at the beginning of the video, here is the latest list of my Patreon, PayPal and Super Thank You button supporters. And they are PN Gwyn, Trudy Wilson, Dermot Sloan, Euromeister 100, AOC is Home, The Robo Jesus, Michael Elder 6643 and Christy's Son 5448. Thanks very much guys, I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.